Good. Well, hey then, welcome to Coffee with Sunshine. You might need some. I need some. I'm starting to see bags, y'all. Seriously. I found it though. Hey, I found it. He just came in to help me and rescue me, but I found it. Well, welcome everyone. We're gonna get cranking. It's about 9:05. What's happening with my microphone? Y'all make sure that your microphones are muted, please, because it'll feedback really bad. And I'm gonna just double check mine because I had all kinds of crazy happening. So let me just double check that that's not me. It might be.
PC connected. Can you hear me good? Okay, I got another thumbs up. Now we're ready. So I am Sunshine Callahan. I'm a realtor by day, rock star by night, and a mommy always. This is my fabulous, handsome husband, the honey badger, Mr. Paul Callahan. He's Cal Dad, Cal Man, Cal Crew, Cal Fam. We use Cal for a lot of things. That's just who we are. But we really love our family, and that is my cute kids. I have to update this because we are foster parents and adoptive parents. Brand new, he's 14 days old, baby boy, over the weekend. So our life got even crazier. So if you thought that looked like a lot, add one more to the pot. So, but we do have a beautiful family. We've been very, very blessed. We were, as Brandon mentioned earlier, if you were on the call, we were Rookies of the Year for the state of Florida in 2015 for Exit Realty. We have over 100 homes sold. We are 100% referral based. That means our business strictly comes from referrals. That is what we like to work, and that is what we work. We also left 100% commission for the ability to grow and scale our business coming to EXP. So that is something we will talk about. So just stay tuned. If something interests you here, don't worry, we're going to cover a whole lot of it. I'm still hearing a couple of microphones. I can't tell who it is, but if you will silence your mic, everybody is checking the bottom left-hand corner where you see microphone. Make sure it's X'd out. If it doesn't have a red line, it needs to. Otherwise, I'll try to figure out how to mute everyone, but you can mute yourself. Perfect. So we are passionate about helping realtors stay independent and growing their business organically through relational marketing. It's something that I think is great for agents, and it's how we run our business, and it works for us. So I'm happy to share that with others. Let's see, what else do you need to know about me? I think that's enough about me. I just want you to know who's talking to you because, you know, it's nice to know who's in the orange. I'm just saying. By the way, it's an EXP color and I didn't even know it. Hey. So how did we wind up with EXP? Well, what happened was this guy down here, Jay Nelson, and his lovely, beautiful bride, Miss Ashley Nelson, gave us a phone call one afternoon and said, hey, we want to tell you what we're doing in Nashville in our market. And I thought, yeah, I'm in Orlando. Nah. So it was kind of this, like, for me, it was a little bit like unusual to get a phone call from out of state about what I sensed was a brokerage opportunity. And so I was like, okay, yeah, but they were friends of a friend, you know how that goes. So we were polite, and I said, sure, I'm sure we can talk sometime. And that was like realtor speak for probably never speak at all, but you know, I wasn't going to put it that way. So Ashley was persistent. She kept texting me. And over the course of about 24 hours, I was like, babe, we have to talk to these guys because they're not going to quit. And thank God they did. They didn't quit. And, you know, the rest is basically EXP history. So as I mentioned, we do live in Central Florida in the Orlando market. So if you know anybody moving this way, I'm your girl. We will take good care of them. But we live in a place where dreams do come true. It's quite magical around here. As you can see, our giggly princesses and a rodent. Like, who would ever dream of creating a multi-million, billion-dollar company around a mouse? A very genius person. Somebody who sees really big things. So that's Walt Disney for you. He says it's kind of fun to do the impossible. And I think that's what EXP is doing. We have found a way to make real estate fun again, which in of itself is a feat. And we're kind of doing the impossible. We're doing something that previously was not something that we could do. So as you see right here to the right, it is my handsome husband, Paul, and Mr. Glenn Sanford himself. He is the CEO and founder of EXP. The man is brilliant, totally relational. I don't know what other company you get to stroll into and then just like shake hands, hang out with your CEO, like the founder. There he is. So totally a nice guy. If you are ever at an EXP event, if you're with EXP, if you're checking out EXP, whatever you're doing with EXP, and you come across Glenn Sanford, take a minute. The guy will just totally blow your socks off. He's just super kind, super smart. And he believed that agents and brokers do the heavy lifting in real estate and that they should be compensated accordingly. So my favorite quote of his is that EXP is a mathematical equation to agent ownership. I heard that in one of the interviews he did with Jay Nelson. I'll give you a slide for it later. Make sure to check it out. But really, that's the simplicity of it. And I'm going to show you what that means here in a moment. EXP is not brand new. You know, contrary to popular belief, we did not show up yesterday. We were not born in 2019. We actually came out in 2008 based out of Bellingham, Washington. And it is a brokerage where the agents earn revenue share. Everybody's talking about it. If you haven't heard of EXP, you need to go more lunch and learns and have conversations on the sideline with your agent friends because everyone is talking about EXP, including some of the major companies out there like Glassdoor. We were nominated Best Place to Work and Top CEO for 2018 and 2019. You guys, those are anonymous surveys, hundreds of thousands of them. It's pretty incredible, honestly. Women of Influence, Real Trends, Innovators Award, like, do some research. It's out there. I like working for a place that's winning awards. I'm just saying, like, I like it here. All right, so we do have a timeline, and this is it. I'm not going to read it all to you because we're all adults. We can do that. But I do want to point out a couple of things. Starting in early of 2008, like we mentioned earlier, and about 2013, EXP became publicly traded, okay? And then in 2018, EXP World Holdings joined the NASDAQ. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that later and why it's important, but it is really hard to get uploaded to the NASDAQ, all right? And hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I mean, I'm not like a stock junkie guru, okay? Like, I sell houses, but being on the NASDAQ is huge because you have to be transparent. And I know a lot of agents that, well, we won't even use agents. We know a lot of people as agents, right, that are self-employed, and they're the worst sometimes trying to buy houses for, right? Because they're not always the most transparent with their finances. I would never say that agents are that way, but they can be. So for an entire company to be that entirely transparent that they can be on the NASDAQ, I think it's huge. It's a huge win, and it's very cool. Our agent count has just skyrocketed, all right? We're more than 20,000 agents. And you know, I have to go back and look at my notes when I first joined EXP, which was just under a year ago, okay? We are 11 months with the company. Our anniversary date is August 1st. So I need to go back and look at where we were at, but I want to say that we are somewhere in the 12,000 range, maybe not even. I mean, we've like amplified in a huge, massive way just in the last year. 20,000 agents, and we're predicting around 40,000 by the end of the year. Honestly, I think it's possible. So 50 states across the US, 4 Canadian provinces. Why is this important to you if you don't live in Canada and you're not in one of the, I mean, you're in one of the 50 states, but you're not in all of them? I'm going to show you why it's important. For one, don't you want to go to Australia with me? I'm fun. Just saying. You want to go. And Nova Scotia sounds like it's a good time. I don't know. I kind of have this thing about wanting to go there. A good hockey player plays where the puck is, and a great hockey player plays where the puck is going to be. Now, I'm not a hockey fan necessarily. I mean, I have nothing against hockey, don't get me wrong, but like I know very little. I mean, you hit the puck. That's it, right? And it's a good fight. I have seen that. But I do understand the concept, right? Like wherever the ball is going, like in baseball, they say keep your eye on the ball. All right, well, I don't want to just keep on the ball. Like I want to play that whole scenario out to the home run. And I think that's what he's saying here is like, you want to be ahead of where the puck is going. You want to be ahead of that game because that's how you become great, is knowing where we're going. And as an industry, you have to know. We can't just like sit back on our heels and hope that somebody somewhere out there cares about our business more than we do for ourselves. Because I can tell you they don't. The Amazon of real estate. That was quoted by Real Trends. There's a bunch of little quotes here. You can read them, screenshot them. Feel free to take pictures of whatever you want. But let's talk about that. The Amazon of real estate. What does that even mean? Like, you're the Amazon of real estate. Okay. Well, Walmart was everything. As a kid, I was the oldest of 7, right? Walmart, that's where we went. I'm not going to lie. We were Walmart kids. It was huge. Everybody went to Walmart. Why wouldn't you go to Walmart? They had everything, and they just kept growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger. And then one day, this really funky company called Amazon, like, what is Amazon? I mean, the jungle? I'm like, what is this? So Amazon comes on the hemisphere here, and suddenly that market share that Walmart had dominated forever was just slowly decreasing. And now it's plummeting. Last January, Walmart closed 269 stores because today, people like you and me, we get out our phone and I go to my Amazon app, and we just took a brand new baby home out of foster care. I told you that earlier. And you know what? I'm like, oh, I need a little lovey for the baby. I'm doing that at 11:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. When we're feeding a bottle, I didn't have to go to Walmart anymore. Walmart lost that sale. Okay. That's how that works. That's why that's changing things. Airbnb is the same way. We are going to Arkansas this weekend. Unfortunately, we had a death in the family. We're going to see family. So we're going from Orlando to Arkansas. Instead of going online and looking for a hotel, I simply posted today, anybody have an Airbnb? And you know what? I had 2 people reach out to me because I don't have to stay at my grandma's house. I can stay at your grandma's house. Just kidding. But I could if she's on Airbnb. So they just put it back in your hand. Netflix totally ate Blockbuster for breakfast. They're gone. That is a thing of the past. You're going to watch movies with your kids and your grandkids someday, and you're going to see Blockbuster and Toys R Us and all kinds of other places. And you'll be like, what is that? It'll be like watching a foreign movie. But that was reality. And now it's not, because we can just sit from our couch in our PJs, click a button, and I get to see any show. I don't have to wait and hope and pray that they didn't take the 4th DVD, or, I mean, back in the day, it wasn't even a DVD, right? It was like a VHS or something. Yeah. So yeah. Taxi is probably the closest comparison. And I save it for last because it is pretty close. Taxi is a franchise model. A lot of people don't know that. So you get your yellow cab, right? And you're working for a franchise. Uber says, let me put it on your phone. You use your car and you get paid better, and you really are self-employed, and you're going to get paid more. And in a short period of time, it put convenience in the consumer's hands, and it has just completely changed the taxi cab industry. That is what EXP is doing. They said, let's use technology, what's already out there, and let's change things. Let's make it innovative. Let's make it fun. Let's make it consumer friendly. Let's make it agile. We're going to talk about all these things. They are the ones, EXP Realty is innovating in the real estate brokerage space. And this is how I'm going to show you. Y'all ready for this? If you're driving, be careful.
A world once disconnected by distance. From impossible to possible. The elite, now the common. The lonely, now united. Now imagine a world created for connection. Welcome to our world. EXP World.
Welcome to EXP World.
EXP, created for connection.
Ooh, the crowd goes wild. Okay, seriously, it's fun, right? EXP, created for connection, is what it just said. And I want to show you how we are connected, okay? That almost made me feel like real estate agents were heroes again, because we are. If you knew what all I had dealt with today, and probably you dealt with today with your clients, we are heroes. They just don't know about it yet. All right. EXP, created for connection. You've got service, sustainability, collaboration, so transparency. We talked about that with the NASDAQ. And I'm going to back up a little bit. So, well, no, I'm not, because I've got slides that will cover all these. All right. So we're going to tackle like each one of these in a pretty concise little way. But I just want to tell you, like, what they decided was their core values did not just become a little emblem or a saying that everybody's going to rah, rah, rah chant. Like, they actually do each one of these things. And I think that's a big deal. It's easy to stamp something pretty on your wall or on your, paper, but do it. Like, let's do it. Yeah. So integrity, innovation. You just saw some innovation. That's pretty fun, right? Agility. So let's talk about that for just a second. There was a real estate office that was doing a remodel here recently, and their agents were having to office out for several weeks, more weeks than planned, imagine that, out of the title company. And so in our office, I think they had like a 35-minute like switcheroo, and our whole everything changed. I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty agile. We are definitely fun. If you didn't think the video was fun, then I'm sorry, but it is, and we will have more fun with real people in just a moment. And community. Here's some of our community having fun in Vegas. So you can see there, I'm the blonde. Yes, see, brown or blonde, we can rock them both. August 23rd, 2018, we went to Vegas to meet and see for our own eyes for the very first time EXP. I'm that kind of person that I have to see it. Like, I have to know that I know that I know. It sounded good. It looked right on paper. The numbers added up, but I just wanted to be there. Like, I wanted to feel it, and I'm a feeler. So I went, and I encourage you to do the same thing. We're having the same event that I'm talking about right now this year, the end of August. Anyone is welcome to come. We can get you the details for the cost and all that kind of stuff. And I think somebody's mic is on, so double check your mic. But we would love for you to come check us out and see what this is about. But August 23rd, 2008, we went to Vegas. We were hanging out there with Jay and Ashley. To the left, you've got Brent Gove. Up to the right-hand corner, you've got Rob Fleck and James Frederick in the left corner, and then the beautiful Vegas resort that we were at. I just thought it was pretty and fun. But these guys
Hey,
are...
Kanisha, if I could just a second, Kanisha and Manju, if y'all could cut your mics over at the lower left, that would be awesome. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you, Brandon. I can't see the list here. I don't know what I did with it. And so we're there, and we're learning everything EXP, and we're hearing people's testimonies and their stories and how their sales have changed and how their like family quality time has shifted because of the way that EXP compensates their agents. They're able to spend more time, more real time with their family, do more things with their family. And for me, with 5 kids, like, that sounds very appealing and very attractive. Like, I need that in my own life. So we're listening to all of this, and I got tears in my eyes. I was like, this is crazily good. It almost felt too good to be true. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was like, I believe Jesus is Lord, but this is like the gospel for real estate, y'all. So here we have some of our friends here in Florida. That's some of our team that has joined us. We had our shareholders convention here this summer in Orlando. So we were lucky enough to have that on our home turf. We had a really good time, but our agents are always getting together. We're not just avatars. We're real people doing real deals. It's a good time. Talking about deals. Production matters. I don't know how else to say it. Like, we are a real estate company, and we want you to sell houses. You want to sell houses. That's how your family makes a living. That's how I don't know why you're in real estate. Maybe you do it as a full-time gig like my husband and I. Maybe you came on to to have some retirement money, or whatever reason you have to be in this industry, we want you to be successful in it. And that means you have to be productive and you need to be producing. So I would draw your attention to the bottom right-hand corner. It says top brokerage in sides, number 4. That's huge in 2018. Top brokerage and sales volume, residential sales. That's awesome. Number 6, that's a big deal. We are doing a lot of production. The number 1 and number 2 agents across, number 1 or number 2 agents across at least 32 states out of the 50 have come to EXP. I would say there's a reason for that. So EXP Realty does commercial, residential, REO brokers, luxury. If you can put a sign in it, we got you. We will sell it. We have training that is beyond. I know everybody says their training is great. Like, I get it. Okay, fine. But ours is amazingly great. Like, it's for real great. And this is why. We have 30 plus hours, not of the same regurgitated stuff by the same coach that gets tired of telling you the same thing. We have new coaches every single week giving it to you from their heart, from production. They're not paid people, they're paid that are doing now. They just closed $8 to $10+ million to even get on that stage to tell you something about residential or commercial or you name it. Marketing, attraction. If you have a need in this business, they're going to sell it to you and they're going to tell you exactly how to do it. And what I really like about this is because we're collaborating from people from all across the country, you're getting all kinds of information, stuff that you wouldn't get from just the one guy in the cubicle next to you. Maybe you have an amazing producing off agent in your own office, but they don't want to tell you their trade secrets. They might like you and they might tell you a lot, but they're not going to tell you everything they're doing. They can't, because the way the model's built, they can't. If they did, it's like suicide for their business. In this model, when you win, I win. When I win, you win. We can. They switched it up. I'm going to show you how. They took the whole thing, turned it upside down, changed the whole ball game. But we do have training. We have training from some of the best of the best of the best of the best every single week after week. All right, on to this. Those are some of the icon agents that I wanted to tell you about. So with EXP, we have every company, right, in every industry has their own, what is the word I was just looking for? Like the words that we use, right? I just totally blanked. So we call it icon. And icon means simply that you have sold, that you have capped with EXP. We'll talk about what capping looks like in a minute, and you can do it. So you've capped, and then you've sold an additional 20 transactions or 5 million in sales, whichever comes first. So to put it simply, these people that you see right here, in the month of May in 2019, just a couple months ago, they all sold, I would say at a minimum, around $8 million in production within their calendar year with EXP. And they became an icon agent. And at EXP, when you become an icon agent, you get your cap back. So, you get your cap back. We're going to talk about that too. It's fun. All right. This is a copy of like a training calendar. We do have training every Sunday night. It's our educational calendar. It gets sent to you. So whatever's happening, this is just a screenshot of one that I did, but you can see here, introduction to EXP, iConversations, which is the icons talking about how they became icons, and answering in a Q&A panel fashion. It's pretty awesome. Farming for dollars, commercial and investing, goal setting for agents. It's all there. We do have an agent advisory board, and that's where you have 12 agents across like all levels of production that are telling what's going good and what's not going so hot with EXP. They're listening to us. That's a really big deal. If you're going to have some ownership, some sweat equity in the game, some skin in the game, right? Then we want to have a voice too. And so we do. And I think that is not only necessary, but I think it's wonderful that is their heartbeat, that's what we do. All right. International collaboration. Why is this important? Well, it's important because you're going to learn things from people across the country. And previously, prior to EXP, I didn't see a huge need to reach out to some other agent in another state. Okay. Even though if you think about it, when your broker comes in and says, we've got this top producing agent from X, Y, and Z, or this trainer who was in the business 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and did such and such and such and such, they're coming to tell us. We always want to hear everything they have to say. So why would you not want to hear what people all across the country are doing? They're sharing the trends. They're sharing what's going on. You can be on the front of the wave or the back of the wave. Trust me, it's going to impact your business. Our personal business has grown about 300% this year in sales. We're talking sales right now, people. That's huge. And I don't buy leads. Just saying. And it's because of people like this. Like, EXP is real. These are real folks. We took this picture in Dallas. Again, another conference that we decided to go to. We wanted to meet more people. We wanted to hear what was going on. We really engaged. Like, we plugged in. We knew that we were going to make the investment and that it was going to come back to us, and it has tenfold. We're getting to interact and conversate with people like Miss Paige Turner. She is the owner of eGap Realty that she brought to EXP. So eGap Realty, brokered by EXP. She's also the host and star of HGTV's Flip or Flop Nashville. I would never have a connection with her without EXP. Like, it's really connecting us to people from across the country that are doing a different caliber and different types of business. You know, we're all excellent in our own spots, but if we start talking to people that are excellent in other areas, you might find ways to tweak what you do and become better. And not only that, you might find more areas that you want to do business in. And isn't that what it means to be like in business for yourself? Like, to keep growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. Just saying. So we're really having a good time meeting all these people and working with them, collaborating with them, learning from them. You have real-time support. You are not left on your own. I know it's everybody's biggest fear. Like, if I join this cloud-based company, and yes, we are cloud-based, I know. You're not by yourself, though. All these people that I'm showing you, I did not know them a year ago. And I could show you pictures and list names of at least 24 others that I could pick up the phone, text them today, call them and say, hey, hey, Kim, I need Kim Carpenter or Brandon, or, I mean, honestly, Drew, Jay, and the list just goes on and on and on and on. I could list names. You don't know who these people are, so it doesn't make any difference to you. But there are people I didn't know even a year ago, and I do now, and we're business partners, and we share things with each other, and we collaborate with each other from different parts of the country, and it's helping my business. I hope to God it's helping their business. From everything I've heard, it is. So it will help yours too. Trust me, it will. If you plug in and you do the work, it's going to happen. So you do have real-time support, though, also from the company, from our brokerage system. Excuse me, I know I'm like going to sneeze. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good. We do have brokers. Everybody asks, do you have a broker? Yes, we have a broker. We have brokers, multiple. We have brokers. We're a real estate company. We sell houses. You have to have a broker. Of course, we have a broker. And they're available. And this is what it's like at EXP, right? It's as if Chick-fil-A and Disney World married each other, had this beautiful love child called EXP, because everything is magical and it's always their pleasure. Seriously, you go into the world and you're like, hey, I need a DA for and they're like, yes, Ms. Callahan, my pleasure. I'm thinking, did you work for Chick-fil-A in your first life? Like pre-EXP? Or is this like Disney World because I just went in here and my avatar is like makeup on, fully ready? It's just magical and it's their pleasure. And there's none of that attitude stuff, like when you go into your office and you're like, hey, so Miss Secretary, I'm so sorry, I have closing today and I totally forgot, or it got changed and I forgot to mention. And they're like, that's going to be hours before I can get that to you. No, there's none of that. You go in there and they're like, yes, Ms. Callahan, I get it right to you. It'll be at the title office waiting on you. That is service. That is a company that I want to have part ownership in. That is a company that I want to work for. And I don't have time. I have my clients' attitudes to deal with. I've got my children's attitudes to deal with. I do not need to deal with attitudes from the people I work with. Everybody agrees, say amen. Hello. Okay, I'm preaching. I'm done. EXP World is amazing. Try it. Try it. All right. You can jump into a meeting. You can go in. They have like these little blue circles and they're like silent circles. It's like the quiet game. You go into it and only you and the other person talking in it can hear each other. It's pretty awesome. More, yeah, see? You see right there in the information sharing, there's like little circles. They're kind of fun. You can step in and it's like, ooh, it's peaceful. And then, ooh, you can hear other people. Interesting. Go in the world and play. Go have a good like minute. If you can't figure it out, get your kids too, or your high school students. They can show you. They'll like download it and do the whole bit. Be like, hey, I need you to do this for me. They can do it. Okay, I promise. It's not that hard. If you need somebody else to do it, they can do it for you as well. So just let somebody know and we'll make sure that you can get into the world and mess around. Okay, tools. Everybody needs tools. It's really hard to dig in a sandbox without a shovel, just saying. So they are going to give you a shovel. I like analogies. I don't even know where that one came from. We've been spending some time at the beach, I guess. When you come to EXP, you do receive great kit package of like all these tools that have been vetted by the best of the best of the best. And to be honest with you, we don't even use all of them. I don't even know how to use them. My business has already grown without using all of them. We have plugged into several and we like them. But depending upon what your business needs, so don't be overwhelmed by it. If you're like, I don't know what all that is, I don't need all, okay, well then don't use all of it right away. Use what you need and then grow. You can grow. That'd be great. So you have SkySlope. SkySlope is where you take all of your transactions, you put it in, the broker reviews it, he says, yay, nay, you're gonna get paid, everything's good. So if they have an issue, the broker, yes, again, I just like to reiterate, we do have brokers. The broker will let you know that you need to fix something. And I'm not trying to be ugly or facetious. I'm just goofing. So that is what SkySlope is for us. And I know that it's a really great program. It will keep all of your transactions together, all of its documents. It'll tell you what you need. It'll work just like a transaction coordinator for you if you set it up correctly. There's a training on that. You can go in the world. They'll tell you how to do it. Just saying. Ring Central, Breakthrough Broker, hello, Homekeeper app, Open House app, Show Me Now. Show Me Now, I think is really cool. We are piloting it here in the Central Florida market, and I know that Tennessee is also piloting it. And basically, you can put a rider onto one of your listings, and you attach like 6 agents to each like rider to each listing. And so if somebody drives by and dials, say you have a vacant home or a seller that's like, you can show anytime, any place, give me 10 minutes and I can be out. And you can put that thing on there and they can call it. You'll get the call first, but if you can't take it, those other 6 agents, it'll go out to them and they are within 15 to 20 minutes of that location and they will get their booties over there and show that listing. How awesome is that? Talk about keeping in the family. It's great. It's great service. It's good for everybody. So make friends with some other agents, get on their riders, get you on my rider. It'll be good times. All right. What else? Workplace by Facebook. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is Facebook for work. So if you understand the concept of Facebook, you should understand Workplace by Facebook pretty simply. You can communicate, create discussion groups, you know, company information that's being funneled out because, you know, we all get 9 million emails, right? And ain't nobody checking those. So they're hoping your addiction to Facebook will translate to Workplace and that you will at least catch the feed and know what's going on. But it is there. It's a great way to communicate. And let me say referrals. Holy cow. If you're plugged in to your Facebook situation with Workplace, you're going to start getting referrals from all over the country. We've gotten several referrals, but sometimes people don't really understand the geography of Florida. So they're like sending us people that are in the Keys and I'm like, they're 7 hours from us. Would love to go, but nah. So we've gotten tons of referrals, but I can say we've closed 4 of them because they were actually within a drivable, you know, realistic space that we could go to. 4 in a year. That's 4 deals I wouldn't have had anywhere else. Just saying, y'all. Just saying. 4 deals is more than some people do in a year. Maybe you're one of those. So maybe you need to come just for referrals. Just be a nice person and be on Facebook and get those referrals. I mean, get it. You grow up where you can grow, right? Plant where you can plant. Okay. KV Core is another way you could get some leads. KV Core is the online training platform that we use that is our marketing generating guru of everything. It is $50 a month. You see that in the middle? 50. If you try to go hang up with me now, get online and try to get KV Core for yourself, you're talking a $1,700 setup and $500 a month minimum. $50 a month. Come for the tools. Come to sell more houses, guys. This is a brokerage. We're selling real estate. All right. The tools are here. They're here to help you grow. They're here to help you expand your territory. We're going to give you your CRM. We're going to give you your website. We're going to give you your lead gen. Guess what? They don't take a cut of this lead gen. If I get that lead, it's my lead. They're not taking an additional, because I've heard that from people. People have started like asking me that everywhere. Oh, but they give you the leads, but don't you have to pay them like a referral? I'm like, a referral on top of my split? Are you crazy? Y'all need to think about what you're agreeing to. I'm just saying. No, we're not paying no referral. It is a lead. You work the lead, you get the lead, you get paid. Simple. All right. They really believe in the agent. They say, brand yourself. And I like that because I've got my own style and I don't want to look like Jay Nelson. I love the man. But that's Jay. And I don't want to be Brandon. And I don't want to be Miss Catherine, although doesn't she look so pretty right there? I want to be Sunshine and Callahan. Shoot, this time around, I don't even have a picture on mine. I just wanted the sunshine coming through the door. I thought it was like super optimistic and hey, like I just wanted to brand myself. That's who we are. You can do the same thing. They want you to be you. Brokered by EXP. Your dream doesn't have to go away. You just take your JPEG and merge the two. It's really simple. Let's see here. Our business model. Are y'all ready for the nuts and bolts of this thing, how it works? Hope so. Here it is. We are a cloud-based company. We're up there in the cloud. It's good times. That allows us to have less overhead, to not be confined to a small, itty-bitty living space. Anybody seen Aladdin yet? For all my old school folks out there that used to watch Aladdin, you know, he's like, I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me. Okay, that is EXP. It's like cosmic powers, itty-bitty living space. I mean, we have so much to offer, and it's just in the cloud. You can put it in your pocket on your phone and take it with you. It's awesome. I'm going out of town for a week to deal with family stuff. I'm taking my business with me. And I've got support back home from the agents that are with EXP to cover whatever I need. It's going to be awesome. We don't have to worry about inconsistent growth incentives or limited technology because these guys are committed to making sure we have the best of the best at the drop of the hat. That's important because, you know, when you agree to use a specific tool, well, I'll just say .loop. Okay, we've all used .loop, right? If you haven't, it's a good platform. I like .loop a lot. But when you sign up for .loop, most of us had to sign a 1-year contract. So if for whatever reason you chose to stop using .loop and use something like, I don't know, SkySlope, I was stuck with my commitment. What I like about EXP is that they are the ones gathering these tools, vetting the tools, making sure that they work, knowing that they know that it's the best for their agents. And you know what? If it changes, they have the ability to change the whole thing. And I don't have to worry about, oh, but I thought we were like locked into some KV Core thing. If something is greater than KV Core tomorrow, EXP's on it. I don't have to worry about memberships because I'm with the brokerage that cares. Because we're a tech company on top of being a real estate company. I'm just saying, it's like, yeah. All right. What does it look like? The money. Show me the money, honey. Here it is. It's an 80-20 split for a $16,000 cap. Not the highest, not the lowest. We're like right there in the middle. It's totally doable, totally livable. You can breathe. It's honestly, it's 2.7 million in sales, 2.7 million in sales at a 3% commission rate. So I, in my own world, have decided that's about 8 to 10 transactions, give or take. That's my market. Yours might be 4. Yours might be 15. I don't know. But it's 2.7 million in sales. And guess what? Everybody gets it. Nobody gets a better deal. I don't have to be like, I'm so sorry, Sarah. I really, really wanted you to come to EXP, but you don't get what I get because I've been here longer. No, we all get the same thing. And so it's up to you to hustle and work, and you get what you get. It's awesome. All right, 80-20 for a 16 cap, 2.7 million in. You cap and you go to 100%. You know that there's companies that you never get to 100%. I was part of one. I don't know what they did with the other 10% for my entire lifetime. Honestly, I mean, I think they tried to tell me at one time, and honestly, I didn't care because it wasn't coming to me. It was like, well, good for you and you're national, international, whatever. I want that extra 10%. I deserve that 10%. I worked hard for that 10%. I was in the rain, in the humidity, in the heat, with the mosquitoes. I'm passionate about this, y'all. 100%. And then how do you start? $149 startup fee, ain't nothing. You got that. $50 a month tech fee for all of the tools that I just told you about, and $35 a month for EXP University. So we say training is free, and that's because you are paying $5 a month for a bazillion coaches that are pouring into you every single day on top of all the other things. So yeah, $35 a month to have, you couldn't, I mean, you're not going to get Brian Buffini for $35 a month. Yeah, we won't even go into those numbers. $25 broker review fee, ain't nothing but a pudding, it's fine. $40 risk management fee, and you're done. Lloyd's of London. Sounds really smart. So here's the deal. You guys got to start thinking global. Local, nah. Global, yeah. Because there are 70,000 plus agents joining the board every single year. That's a lot of people hustling for my 25 transactions. It's a lot of competition. Unless they're not competition. It doesn't hurt so much if you're getting part of the action from the big picture. If you start getting paid like an owner, it doesn't feel like you got slapped again when the person in the checkout line says, oh yeah, I got my license too. And you're thinking, I bet you sold nothing, but you're going to take that one easy deal from your cousin from me, aren't you? You know you've all thought it, be honest. Everybody and their brother knows a realtor or is a realtor. Let's face it, they've been licensed. But there are a lot of people out there getting them. So if they're going to get them and they're going to take what I call the easy offs, the one-offs here and the one-offs there, and the ones that should have been your easy bread and butter stuff, at least get paid on it, get part of it. And the way you're going to do that is by bringing them to EXP, by letting them see how they're going to sell more houses and get compensated 3 different ways. 3 different ways by being here. You got to think global. Think like an owner. All of those red dots. I don't just get paid in Florida anymore. I don't just get paid in Central Florida. I can get paid in Colorado because I'm going to refer to Colorado, and I'm going to have an agent in Colorado, and I'm going to have an agent in Boston, and I'm going to have an agent in California, and in Texas. I don't think I'm going to get an agent in Tennessee because I think Jay and Brandon and all those people got Tennessee. So y'all can have Tennessee. But I'm taking Texas. I'm just kidding. There's more in Tennessee, y'all. Just teasing. They're doing a good job. Some of y'all on here from Tennessee, y'all, you know who I'm talking to. All right, join us. It's good times, and this is how it looks. So you're going to sell a lot of houses. Your sales are going to blow up, and that's going to be good. It's going to be good for the pocketbook. It's going to be good for your clients because you know more. You're a better agent. You're surrounded by people who can answer your questions in real time, and they've not just sold 5 or 10 houses. When I was at Exit, I love Exit for what it is in my story. But when I was there, it always struck me as funny. Like about 7 months in, they started asking me to do trainings to teach. I'm like, huh? This is a completely new career field to me. You want me to teach other agents like how to sell houses, and we're like, yeah, you're the rookie of the, I mean, you're killing it, you're crushing it. I'm like, I'm blessed, but I feel like I still need to be learning from y'all. Look, at EXP, they're putting the best of the best around you, and you're going to do better because of that. We had been stagnant in our sales. We had been living in that $4 to $5 million bucket for the last 4 years, and I am happy to say we are outside of that bucket. We are very, very, very on our way to that $8 and $9 million this year. And I know that that is, thank you, Jesus, good Lord above, and EXP, because he brought us EXP. We have been surrounded by people who knew what they were doing. And I wasn't being left to my own devices. And I think this will work. It should work. I mean, maybe it kind of worked last week. I think it worked. No, I have people who can help me now. So I'm sorry, I'm backtracking, but I'm going to come back forward. Do you see what's sitting right here in front of you? It says Sunshine brought Brittany. All right, these are real people. I'm really Sunshine, and there's really a Brittany. Brittany's been in the business 18 years. She heard about EXP from my husband and I, and she's like, yeah, I got to do this. She was in the middle of buying a franchise, guys. Powerful. Like, it is before noon, and we're having lunch, and we needed more than our Diet Cokes at that point, because it was like, what just happened? I'm in the middle of buying a franchise. Can I get out of this? Am I stuck? She wasn't stuck. She came to EXP. She's killing it. She's blowing it up. She's amazing. I'm so, so thrilled to be in partnership with her. 18 years in the business. I'm 5. She's 18. You think she knows a few things? Yeah. So Brittany comes over, and Brittany is a capping agent. Clearly, 2.7 million is like, I don't know, vacation for her. I think she just is amazing. So she's doing what she does. She can sell 2.8. I mean, she can do 2.7 million in sales. She sells those 9 or 10 houses. They're gone. They're done. And guess what? Every single year that she's able to do that, if you see right up there where it says tier 1 up to $2,800, EXP, the brokerage, pays me and my husband $2,800 thank you for bringing Brittany's business to EXP. EXP pays it. See what's happening here? So Sunshine brings Brittany. Brittany thinks it's baller. And she's like, I've been in this for 18 years. I know some people and I know some things. So she starts talking to people. And Ben is a Remax owner, another real person. And I could put heads on a lot of these. Well, I could put heads on all of these, but we've got a lot of heads right now in less than a year. Brittany brings Ben. So now Ben is also a capping agent. He's been in the business 12 plus years, does a phenomenal job in his area. And he goes, yeah, this is pretty neat. And so he starts bringing people. But do you see how this starts adding up? I brought Brittany. EXP said thank you and gave me $2,800 when she capped, right? It's a percentage off of every single transaction. It's actually not a new concept. Keller Williams, anybody ever heard of them? The big red one? Yeah. They do this, but they do it with profit share. Nobody knows the math. I've not met an agent yet that could sit down on a napkin and show me the math. I'm a big picture person. I can go a long ways with ideas and concepts, but when it comes to my money, I'm like, I can do simple math. Can you just put it on a piece of paper and I'll take it home with me and review it? They can't. We can. It's revenue share. It's off the top. It's a percentage. You can calculate it every single time. Somebody sells a house, you're getting paid. They don't sell a house, you don't get paid. Simple. So bring realtors who sell houses because production matters. We talked about that. All right. So $2,800 from Brittany, $3,200 from Ben. What does that look like? You see the big orange circle? If you look in the big orange circle, you'll see here the different levels, right? Level 1 through 7. And it says 1 plus, 5 plus, 10 plus, et cetera, et cetera. And then it shows you the percentage of the cap that EXP is going to pay you off of that $16,000 cap that EXP is retaining. Guys, they're taking the cap no matter what. That's how a brokerage runs, okay? So they're taking the cap no matter what, but you might as well get a piece of it. So when you figure it out, I'm going to get $2,800 every year that Brittany's with EXP. I'm going to get $3,200 every year from EXP that Ben is with EXP. And then they brought in like Charles, and I'm going to get 2,000 every year from Charles, not from Charles, sorry, from EXP when Charles caps. It's amazing. It adds up. You want to see how it adds up? This is how it adds up. If you know 10 agents, and I'm not telling you, look, this is not pyramid. I'm so sick of hearing that. I should have more tolerance for it because I get it, but I don't really get it. Like, it's not a pyramid. It's a brokerage. You have to have productive agents in a brokerage for a brokerage to be successful. We didn't become number 4, number 6 in transaction side sales for residential by not selling houses, by not attracting good agents that know how to close a deal. You have to close a deal. That makes you a real estate agent. Okay, so, but if you know 10 realtors who are selling homes and they come to EXP and they can sell 2.7 million, they can do 8 to 10 transactions in the course of a year with all of the tools, all of the referrals, all of the training. I don't know why anybody couldn't come to EXP and sell 10 houses. I honestly don't. Like, I'm not being ugly. I hope I'm encouraging you. Like, if 10 sounds hard, come on. You got people here doing 40 million, 20 million. Jay Nelson does 30 million by himself. I don't think he sleeps. I mean, that's the trade-off. Crazy. Hey, it's Jay. I love Jay. I mean that in all honesty, sincerity, and everything else. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, you can do this. You can sell more, you can do more, or not. Maybe you sell 30 million, 40 million. You're like, I hate it. I'm tired. These people are sucking the life out of me. Well, then stop it. Stop selling so much. Go share some good news with somebody, because look at this. If you know 10 agents, let's say I do 25 transactions this year. That's been kind of our average. We do basically 25 deals a year. My closing rate's pretty good. You put a buyer in front of me, you put a listing in front of me, I'm going to take it. I always hope I'm the first one because there ain't nobody else coming in after that. We're just going to do it, see what they need, and we're done. So if I can work on my skills, but we've worked on those skills, right? We've gone to trainings, we've learned what people need to hear and understand in order to work with you and be productive, okay? So same with this. If you learn this model and you understand the model and you begin to see it working for you and you feel confidence in that, you're going to sell it just like you sell a house. You don't have to sell it. You just present it. You just show them the facts. So if I can do 25 houses, right, that means I'm going to work with 25 agents this year. Out of that 25 agents, if I share good news with all of them, and by the way, I don't like, hey, this is Sunshine. I'm with EXP. We're in this transaction together. Just thought you wanted to, no. But at some point, conversations can happen. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And that's why I said out of 25, maybe I get 10 good conversations. Maybe somebody asks me, hey, I noticed you're with EXP. How do you like it? I'm going to tell them the truth. I love it. This is why. So if I can get 10 agents in the course of a year, guys, if it takes you 5 years, think about this. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. But let's just say with 10 agents at $2,800 a month, you're at $28,000 a year, annually, residual. You didn't do anything for it. Your deal was not my headache. I still got paid on it. It's awesome. You're getting paid like an owner. And then what if you help those 10 people who you brought that are friends of yours that you've done transactions with, that you like, and they trusted you, and you help those same 10 get 10? Seems like a nice thing to do. And they're cappers. That's $3,200. That's $320,000. That's $348,000 before you even sold a house. You still need to sell a house, okay? I'm not saying don't sell houses, but I'm saying this is not chump change. When I was at Exit, God bless, rest in peace. Just kidding. They gave me a glass, like little thing that said Rookie of the Year. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. That's great. I appreciated it. I was excited about it. Everybody made a big deal. They made these little sunshine cutouts. It was so sweet. And I got this little card you can see pictured there. I stole that off of Facebook. Sorry, it's pixelated. But, you know, and we were top producer, bronze level, blah, 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 blah. Yay. Hoorah. It was wonderful. It bought me being at being at Exit, I got a glass plaque. And then I did bring 6 agents because Exit actually does have a residual model attached to it. It's 10% on one level. So the 6 agents that I brought, the people that they brought, I didn't get nothing off of that. That was just between them and the broker. And I didn't get 100%. Did I say that earlier? I still get angry about that. I capped for 2 years and I still couldn't get to 100%. Okay. I got a couple $100 off of bringing 6 agents. That's enough for like a few really good dinners at Cheesecake Factory, okay? At EXP, if you look on the right-hand side, that's what my residual income is paying for right now. Sometimes it's paying for my house, sometimes it's paying for my car, sometimes it's paying for both together. It's a good month. And I'm new and I'm selling more houses than ever, and I just got a 5th baby. So all I want to say is, if I can do this, you sure as anything can do this. You just sell some houses. Just be nice to people. Listen to what they've got going on. Plug in, know what we've got going on so that you can be a messenger of really, really, really good news. It's a game changer. It's good news, and it's a game changer for agents. You don't have to be part of the rat race. You don't have to be as good as your last deal. You can have something else coming in. You know, California just had a big earthquake. Now, if I was an agent in California and I had agents across the country and my deals messed up, then guess what? This wouldn't be a big deal, right? Like maybe my deals locally messed up, but everybody else was still selling in other parts of the country, and my residual income comes in and it might cover for that month. I might need a little extra cash. In Florida, we have hurricane season. It's a coming. It comes every year. We know it's coming. But guess what? If I have agents in Nashville and if I have agents in Dallas and wherever else God leads me, blesses us, then there's other income coming in. Even if it's just right in my back door, because, you know, sometimes some people get hurt, other people don't. It just is what it is. So it's helpful. If you think big, you're going to understand this. And if you, go do some research. Go do 10 hours of research. You do 10 hours of research, you're coming to EXP. Welcome aboard. It's going to be a good time. You guys, we have an equity program that's pretty awesome, honestly. You earn shares on your first transaction. When you close your first transaction with EXP, they give you 200 shares. Welcome to EXP. The people that you bring in, so when I brought Brittany and Brittany closed her first transaction, they gave me 400 shares. That's a lot. So immediately, without doing anything, really, I have 600 shares with EXP. Or $400 worth, sorry. Let me say that correctly. $400 worth, $200 worth. I said that wrong, but you're tracking with me, right? So my point is they give it to you. Nobody else was giving me squat. They gave me a glass thing that they picked up down the street. I'm pretty sure I know where they got it. They chiseled my name on it. It was sweet. It was a thoughtful thing. I still have it. Maybe I'll bring it on one day as my pet. But it didn't do anything from a bank account. It didn't do anything for my business. Had I started with EXP 5 years ago, I mean, I didn't know about EXP 5 years ago because I'm not a slow learner, so I would have jumped sooner. But had I been, those 6 agents that I had brought to exit, I can only imagine what that would look like now over the course of 5 years. Like, I can only imagine what our business is going to look like in the next 5 years. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be completely different. We're going to sell more. We're going to do more. And we're going to help a lot of agents do the same. And it's going to be pretty stinking cool. So look, you can earn 5% off of every transaction commission with stock at a discount of 20%. So when I close, it's an opt-in thing, kind of like a 401k for realtors, if I can be honest. Like, just like you do when you work at Target or wherever else, whatever corporate world you were in before. I was an HR executive for Target. You can opt in and they take a portion of every paycheck, right? And they stick it into their stock options, et cetera, et cetera. Same here. You can do that. And they're going to take it and they're going to give you stock and you're getting it at a 20% discount. So that's pretty awesome. And it grows. When you cap with EXP, remember I said they give you your cap back? Tune in. This is how. When you cap and then you sell 20 more transactions or do 5 million in sales, whichever comes first. They give you the $16,000 back in rewards and awards of stock. All right. You have to go to like 2 meetings, the annual like conferences. You're going to go to those anyway because you're going to be so hyped about your business. You're like, I just killed it and I'm coming and you're going to have a good time. So, hey, say lovey. So you have to teach a class because you're an icon agent, and you have to go to a party because you're an icon agent. Oh, your life sucks. No, you'll be fine. So they give you $16,000 back after you party with them and play with them. It's great. Look, Walt Disney is cool. I like how he says, first think, second dream, third believe, and finally dare. Like, none of this happens without action. We can tell you this till we're blue in the face. We can show you the numbers. We can show you the data. We can interview a million people. We can put you in touch with people that have like stories, different stories, bigger stories, better stories, less stories. You're never going to know what it is until you do it for yourself. Trust that God has something good for you. Just go do it. Just give it a shot. The worst thing that could happen is you go back to the brokerage and you probably get a better split. I mean, worst things could happen. Like, your business could totally blow up and do amazing things. You could sell more. You could meet great people from across the country and around the world. Do you know that today I got a baby diaper bag, which doesn't sound exciting to anybody probably but me, from an agent that I met through EXP. I won't say her name because then everybody's going to want, like, presents from her or whatever. But it was so unexpected. She didn't need to do that. She just saw the foster parents and we took them to the end and we had good conversations. And she sent me this really beautiful diaper bag, which I didn't have one. So I was really thankful for it. You guys, these are like real people, real connections, real friends doing real business together. And we want to do more of it. And we want to do it with you. So everyone's leading someone. This is a quick plea. How am I for time? I'm starting to go over. Okay, I'm gonna zip it, but this is my last minute. For all of you out there, successful people, success leaves clues. So follow the clues. If all these people are doing amazing business and they're coming to EXP, there's a reason. So I say research the reason. Secondly, if you're a broker and you have a bunch of agents in your brokerage, take it from the person like me. Like, I mean, I would be one of those people in your brokerage thinking that you're looking out for me, that you're looking out for the best tools and the best situation for my business. I'd be raising my family, doing all that I'm doing in the heat, and trusting that you are being the broker. I can't even begin to say how many times I talk to an agent, they're like, but my broker. And I'm like, but I didn't start real estate to please the broker. I started real estate because I had some goals and some dreams and things I needed for my family. But somewhere in that mix, we all become this tight little real estate family. So all I want to say is some of you have a really big responsibility because you have agents that are very loyal and very dedicated to what they do. And it's possible that they're more dedicated to you than they are to themselves because they're not sure that they can do it without you. So lead them well. I'm just asking you, like, person to person, human to human, lead them well. This is something that's good for everyone. I'm going to choke. So, oh, sorry. This is not emotional. This is choking. I don't know what's happening. So, look, lead well. Find out more about this because you have people following you and it will be good for them and it will be good for you. So if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Talk to the person who brought you here. They were super kind to share with you the fastest growing brokerage in the history of the world. You can be part of it too. We would love to have you. We'd love to answer your questions. Take a screenshot of this. This is the realestatenewshub.com and, do the research and then do the math and let whoever brought you here, let them help you personalize this for your business. That's my only plea for you. We only want people who see it and get it and understand it for themselves. I mean, we're not trying to beat anybody over the head here. We're just a brokerage that want to sell more houses. So without further ado, unless anybody has anything, I think we are out of time. And this has been a fun time. Anybody? Anything? Brandon, you good? It's late over there, brother. Hello? Are we all good? Hey, y'all want to see baby? Look who's here. Aww, this is my munchkin. This is baby Lucas. My baby, my little one calls him Wukas with a W. And the other one calls him Lukey. So you can choose. It's either Wukas or Lukey. Mwah.
You can only see your screen.
Oh, you can't see. Can you not see me? Go over one. Slide your screen off of the presentation to everybody's faces. Here's the baby.
Oh, so sweet.
So it's super nice to meet you all. This is baby. He's so sweet. Can you imagine? So having this company has really given us a little bit of extra and free time to, well, I don't know about free time, but extra and some leverage so that we can continue to do the things that we are passionate about and that we feel called to. So I don't think Lucas has anything to say. Do you guys have anything to say? If not, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing down. Anyone? I don't hear anybody, so I think we're good. All right, guys.